Every toy you could imagine, all in one place. For millions of kids, this store wasn't just a store, it was a childhood memory. And then, it was gone. So how did the world's biggest toy store, a company that once dominated an entire industry, collapse completely? This is the rise and fall of Toys R Us. Toys R Us didn't start as a toy empire. In 1948, a man named Charles Lazarus opened a small baby furniture store. But he noticed something important. Parents kept coming back, not for furniture, but for toys. So Lazarus made a risky decision. He shifted the entire business toward toys, something no one else was doing at scale. At the time, toys were sold mostly in department stores, squeezed into small sections. Toys R Us did the opposite. They built massive stores. They stocked everything, and they sold toys cheaper than anyone else. It worked. By the 1970s and 80s, Toys R Us was unstoppable. They weren't just selling toys, they controlled the industry. Toy makers needed Toys R Us. If your toy wasn't on their shelves, it basically didn't exist. Kids begged their parents to go there. Parents trusted the brand. And Geoffrey the Giraffe became one of the most recognizable mascots in the world. By the 1990s, thousands of stores worldwide, billions in revenue, zero serious competition. Toys R Us wasn't just winning, they were untouchable, but the cracks were already forming. When the internet started changing retail, Toys R Us had a choice: adapt or ignore it. They chose the easy way out. Instead of building their own online store, Toys R Us outsourced their entire online business to Amazon in the year 2000. At the time, Amazon was small, barely profitable, mostly selling books. Toys R Us thought they were using Amazon. In reality, Amazon was studying them. Amazon learned what people bought, how parents shopped for toys, what sold best during holidays. And when the partnership ended, Amazon became one of Toys R Us's biggest competitors. That single decision would haunt the company forever. In 2005, Toys R Us was bought by private equity firms. This changed everything. To buy the company, the firms loaded it with massive debt, billions of dollars. Suddenly, Toys R Us wasn't struggling because of sales. They were struggling because of interest payments, money that could have gone toward modern stores, better websites, faster shipping. Instead went toward paying off debt. Stores became outdated. Online shopping lagged behind competitors, and customers slowly stopped coming. By the 2010s, the toy world had changed. Walmart and Target sold toys cheaper. Amazon delivered them faster. Kids shifted towards screens and digital entertainment. Toys R Us tried to recover, but it was too late. In 2017, the company filed for bankruptcy. And in 2018, over 700 stores closed. 30,000 employees lost their jobs. A global childhood icon vanished almost overnight. Geoffrey the Giraffe quietly walked off stage. Toys R Us didn't fail because people stopped loving toys. They failed because they stopped adapting. They were too big to feel threatened, too comfortable to move fast, and too burdened by debt to change. The lesson is simple: even giants fall if they stop evolving. And for millions of people, Toys R Us will always be remembered as the place where childhood felt endless,